The Sign of the Times, episode 690, with a very disclosed Demetri.
Hey.
And we're at this undisclosed venue with the ring truck right over there. And by that loud jacket, I can tell there's an undisclosed wrestling promoter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yes, he is.
Well, you know how we do. There's Chicken Bob and Chicken Ron. They're excited to be here. Maybe they got a match later, dude. Did you check your notes?
Yes, I did.
Are they in a match?
Only time will tell.
Aha! They might be. Imagine Chicken Bob versus Nash Bowie.
Aha.
Because, I mean, he's not happy another bird's on the card, you know.
It's a seafaring chicken and a seafaring sailor.
Yeah. Current book I just started reading, Games of Deception. It's about the first ever 1936 men's Olympic basketball team. You know where that was held. Yeah.
Enlighten me.
In Berlin.
Germany.
Yeah. But learning about the first basketball team there. Yeah, it's interesting so far. You might want to check this out when I'm done.
Most definitely.
Book I got for QT out of a little free library. Oh, you can't get to heaven wearing high-heeled shoes because you'll wake St. Peter start singing the blues.
I would think the clicking one too.
Yeah. You would think, yeah, those heels are sharp. Look at that. Autographed picture of the late Evan Sullivan. If he was here, he'd be reading this book right here, The Games of Deception, I think. He'd be like, Bubba, let me see that book. I want to read that.
Okay.
There's a picture of Paul Freakshine and John Lennon before the Masters split. You know how bad that split was.
Yeah, seriously.
Paul and his freak show. Paul and his boys, JB and Lance. Notice that thumb is squarely up.
Yes.
On his niece, Casey Carlisle. Back when CaseyCarlisle.com was going, you could get pictures like that.
Yep.
Her Ultimo Dragon phase. Her sultry phase. Back when she went to Title Belt University. After she graduated. QT's favorite. Donnie Idol's favorite. Is that one your favorite, dude?
Yeah.
Alright. Whole wall of belts.
Yeah. Whoa.
Even more sultry. The old Valkyrie title. If you were old enough, you could have got some of those. There she was, angry. Other members of Team Bad Knees. You know who's coming back this month?
Who?
Troy Miller will be back at ICW in Marion, Indiana.
Heck
Yeah, he's making an appearance. Imagine getting Team Bad Knees up here and like everyone's all gimped up walking around with all their bad knees. We should do that. I got a picture of Seymour Snot, proud member of the Gouge roster.
Heck yeah.
There's a picture of the late Ken Hamlin throwing a rock through the McDonald's. He's somewhere throwing a rock through some window, I'm sure. You know, they just had the Ken Hamlin Memorial Show last week.
Yes.
I heard that went very well. Uh-oh, there went my Demon and Bunny coffee. It went flying.
Let's see if I can retrieve it real fast.
Oh, look at that. D going above and beyond. Look at the agility there.
Oops, upside down.
There we go. Look at that. Demon and Bunny. You know, Bunny made an appearance at Square Circle Expo in Indianapolis.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if people were buying her coffee, but they should have been. There is the most recent CAC program. You know, I was on a show with Luke once at Heroes and Legends. Assuredly I was. There is a much older CAC program, and it's seen some things.
Yeah.
Pamphlet for the Sign of the Times is Point Defiant Zooing. You ever go there, say around, I don't know, 3:15 and look at the Nature Explorers activity?
Haven't in a while, but
I mean,
I'm gonna have to make that visit.
You might want to check that out. There's the X where people can follow me, but not literally, much like Stompin' Steve does, much like Sharping Stevie Jonak does. They both do, but not literally. Like she's not in the ring truck saying, "Let me out of here, my computer's broken." Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, they may be watching right now. Hopefully while subscribed, lest Stompin' Steve get a sneezy head.
Yes.
Nobody wants that. And I got a photo of Jakari Frost. He's choking out JB Moonshine there. He's like, you submit or I'll flatten your tires when you hit Chehalis.
Oh, man.
Now, it's a busy week here, D. Here we
Yes,
are, we're
yes.
at this undisclosed wrestling venue.
Mm-hmm.
We got a show coming up. Maybe Chicken Bob's on it. Maybe he's fighting against Nash Bowie.
Yeah.
That could be. Monday, I pretty much got nothing going on. Tuesday's free. Wednesday, maybe I'll watch some Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
Yeah.
Gil Gerard, Aaron Gray was on that.
Oh, yeah.
Second season, they totally rewrote the whole thing and got rid of Mel Blanc, and they were in a different ship, and it was not the same. They had it Hawkman. Hawkman.
That was the craze back then. Every show and movie had to have a Hawkman.
Apparently so. They had Mego toys of Hawkman. Yeah. Thursday, I got nothing. Friday, we might have an announcement. We're getting closer and closer to having a big announcement. A couple of them potentially. I'm in talks with people. We're hoping. So to review, we got that undisclosed wrestling venue over there. I bet, the clown mob will be here.
I can most guarantee they will be.
I bet they will. You know that Ludo, he can talk your ear right off your head. You'll be standing there, all of a sudden you'll just see a thing falling, you're like, my ear. So Monday, I got nothing. Tuesday's pretty free. Wednesday, some Buck Rogers in the 25th century. Remember when Daffy Duck spoofed that?
Oh yes, one of my faves.
Yep. Thursday, I got nothing. Friday, hoping for some announcements. And you know what's happening in Portland next Friday?
No.
SmackDown's coming to town.
Oh, then followed up by that next Monday by
Seattle gets Raw.
yeah.
And you know who will be at both of those events?
Who?
Not who, he passed away. But former Turnbuckle Turmoil guest Jason Ayers will be at both of those events.
All right.
And maybe we'll have him over for dinner or something. Or imagine meeting up for a spot of tea at the Queen Mary.
Oh. Thrilling good time indeed.
Yeah. His son, Reese Maddox, who was number 2 runner-up in the PWI Rookie of the Year, he went to Queen Mary his last trip. Enjoyed it thoroughly. But, do we have anything else?
Nope. Just month. Just waiting for the month to go by. Otherwise, till then, going to enjoy some wrestling excitement tonight.
Yes, we are. Hopefully Chicken Bob doesn't get in a fight with that other bird. Who brings another bird to the show when you got Chicken Bob and Chicken Ron?
I know.
And Chicken George is not far away, probably. Well, then pretty much 690.